caution at the end of lap number 3. Spanaway Washington's Derek Cope, the winner here in 1990. And who did he beat? Dale Earnhardt on the last lap. 62-year-old Cope is into the wall here on the 3rd lap in number 15.
Maybe a tire went down. It just happened very slowly as he came into turn 3.
Yeah, you could see him moving to 3 wide and trying to navigate around him. I agree. Obviously the right side's got so much damage.
The only driver in this race that was in the 2001 Daytona 500.
That's like back in your era, Jeff.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24's on his side. Remember what I said, Clint, about 21 cars? I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars in there.
I know Eric Almirola was one of the front ones up front, so anytime that happens up front, you're going to take out a lot of them. There's Jamie McMurray.
All these cars stuck in that mud. We've had heavy rain down here overnight.
Tyler Reddick. That is a dozen of destruction. 10 and the 20 down on the bottom.
You can see the outside, 48, Alex Bowman doing a little side drafting to the right side of Eric Almirola.
And I see a gap in between Eric and the 20 car.
And look at the push coming from Kyle Busch to his teammate, Christopher Bell. Now that's going to get him to the rear bumper.
Big shot.
Oh, he just got over on that right side.
I can tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends. That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you in a heartbeat.
We're so reminiscent when Eric Almirola lost the lead in the closing yards of this race in 2018.
He was along for the ride. As soon as that contact hit, it just turned his car right. He took the words right out of my mouth. Unbelievable. Crushing blow to so many teams, so many efforts that it goes into having fast cars and being at this Daytona 500. That was a lot of heavy hitters in this one.
We're going to ride with Ryan Newman through this.
Well, look at that 24 car go up on the side on 2 wheels.
Smashed just as badly as he got with his primary car
that's
Thursday
his
night.
backup car.
At least a dozen cars involved. Oh, David Reagan torn up as well.
Airline's got a little bit more of a run. 43 closing on you. But still has got spinning top, spinning top, spinning top.
Just nothing you can do when it happens up front like that.
Carnage in the first 15 laps of the Daytona 500. Eric Almirola turned into Alex Bowman, and it's on.
It just doesn't take a whole lot, you know, and especially if that front bumper hits the rear bumper in the wrong spot. And first he got him pretty good. You know, Christopher Bell got his front bumper to the rear bumper of Almirola on the left side. That turned him sideways, but then unfortunately, as he moved back and forth, he hit him in the right side and spun him around.
Riding with Kurt Busch. That's Tyler Reddick right behind.
Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low.
You can see just how fast he got to the impact. Didn't take long to get to the crash, does it, Jeff?
No, it doesn't, especially when it happens to one of those guys running second or third. It's just absolutely nothing you can do, especially when you're on the back straightaway, because you're pretty much blind. All you can see is the car ahead of you, maybe one car ahead of that, so you're listening to your spotter. You see that 20 car of Christopher Bell getting a big push from the 18, his teammate Kyle Busch. Now he's got a good head of steam here. He tries to line up with him. At the last second, though, he actually touched him maybe a little bit off to the right, and that's what got Eric Almirola going sideways.
Look at the 37, Ryan Priest. He missed that by about half an inch.
Well, that's that luck part of the equation we talk about.
I mean, how difficult is this to win? That right there shows you why it's so hard to win the Daytona 500.
Jamie McMurray trying to win it for the second time.
Has that big run coming up on what we all know is happening.
Jumps on the brakes here, a little wheel hop. He's in it at that point.
Look at that heart
tight.
rate skyrocketing.
Hamlin on point.
Whoa, wreck. Quinn Houff and Chase Briscoe.
And caution is out for the third time at lap 38.
I had just looked up naturally and was looking where the 14 was. He was back in like a 3-car pack off of the field a little bit.
Now those cars were on the lead lap in 22nd and 23rd
road.
position.
Yeah, we're going to have to back it up a little bit more. They're already spun right there.
Clearly contact or something happened between these two guys that got him. Stay out of trouble. Look at the left rear tire. You can already see right there. It's starting to get a little soft. Yeah. Slow leak in that left rear. And now you can really see it get on the sidewall and get flat, and it just comes around.
Incidental contact with Stenhouse and then him into Kyle Larson.
Yeah, and I think Stenhouse may have had a little bit of contact with the 5 of Kyle Larson. He's doing everything he can.
Long for the ride.
There goes Chase Elliott. Ooh. Let's ride with him through this.
Just staying inside. It's a freeze in your mirror. The 5 top gonna hit. Mid, down, good down.
Boy, great job by Chase Elliott, as well as his spotter Eddie DeHunt helping him get through it. Now remember, the 20 machine of Christopher Bell, that car only changed right side tires on that last pit stop.
And Jamie McMurray's involved. Will Dillon have help? No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up, Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow, Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top.
Whoa!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric, hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution. The order of finish at the moment of caution.
Huge run, went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
That's a huge win for Michael McDowell and that team. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
And a huge... The big one on the final lap in the final corner of the Daytona 500. Michael McDowell emerges with the victory. Brad Keselowski gets hard into the wall trying to win the Daytona 500, and Kyle Busch piles in at over 190 miles an hour. Let's join Vince.
The move. He's got so much momentum. There's nothing more that he could do. And I think Joey Logano didn't make an abrupt move. He just tried to slowly slow down that momentum, and they made contact.
And in hindsight, when you look at it now that you've seen the wreck and know what happened, well, he wrecked his teammate. That's not the case. He was going for the biggest race of his career. He hasn't won this Daytona 500.
Let's ride with the Toyota onboard camera and Bubba Wallace.
I love what I saw out of Bubba Wallace's decision-making there, though. He let those guys race, right? He wasn't in it at that moment, right? He already had his issue, and he knew he couldn't help his teammates out anymore at that point.